What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to a car that seems like it's already been in the game for years now, but it's actually not. This is brand new, the Rimac Nevera. Now, what's different between this one and the one that's already been in the game? Well, let me show you real quick here. Not much, first of all, not much. But I wanted to make a video on this thing because it is a stupidly fast car. So this is the car here, the Rimac Concept 2 that came out in 2019, and then we have the 2021 car that came out now, which is called the Rimac Nevera, which, as you can see, not much is different. Has slightly more power. That's pretty much it. I don't know what type of horsepower that is that they use there. I don't know where that's from. The actual brake horsepower, apparently, that this car has, 1,918 or something like that. So it's a little higher than that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, has a lot of torque. It's in the game now, obviously. Fully electric. This is technically completely stock. This is I guess one of the fastest accelerating cars ever made, right? It doesn't feel like it. It feels kind of slow though, if you look at it like this. But the thing about this car is that it'll end up continuously accelerating way past 200 miles an hour. So it's a ridiculous car. Let's actually bring it over to the highway. I really want to take this thing to the Hot Wheels expansion. I'm sorry, not the Hot Wheels expansion. Shit, I'm wrong. To the rally expansion. I was thinking about putting some stupid rally tires on this thing and then try to take it off road. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be kind of funny. The cool thing about this car as well, that you have a little switch at the bottom, as you can see. You can turn it from a track car to a drift car. Basically, I think turning this thing into mostly a rear-wheel drive car. I think, obviously, of course, it's all-wheel drive, but as you can see here, I'm able to do that in drift mode, but if I change it into track mode, I'm not. As you can see, I'm trying to like do a burnout right now. It just isn't doing anything. I think it changes the amount of torque being sent to the rear wheels. I don't think it says 100% because it still feels like I have, like, I can't do like a proper full burnout. Maybe the brakes are just too good, or the tires are too good or something, but it feels like I still have a bit to go. But anyway, it's kind of cool though that we have that little switch. I think that's also available on the Mustang Mach-E, whatever, the RTR version of it, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure we have that available as well. That you can make it all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, so that's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe I'm just desensitized in this game that everything's quick, because right now this just doesn't seem that fast to me. But it does get up to 260 miles an hour. Fairly quickly, even though, like I said, it doesn't feel like it. I don't think I could change anything with it stock, can I? Oh, I could change my final drive. Should we try to see what sort of top speed we can squeeze out with this thing? 280, around 280 by the looks of things, because as soon as I keep going that way, it'll go down. 283, 283.2. Yeah, I don't think it'll go faster than that. Aero, we can't change much. We can change just the speed though for our wing. As that comes up, I wish you could have it so your wing just doesn't come up at all when you're driving it. I wish that was a thing. All right, 285 by the looks of things is the top speed of this. So let's see. After changing that final drive slightly, it is climbing. It's 280, 281. This is completely stock, by the way. I haven't done anything to this car. Come on. 82, 83. I mean, it's not bad. Like, I can't say that it's a bad car. Come on, and now we're gonna start to go downhill slightly here. Come on. Move downhill, 84, 85, 86, 87, 287. Listen, like I said, I feel like I'm just desensitized with the fast cars in this game, but it just doesn't feel that fast. I think it is, but it just doesn't feel like it. Let's bring it over to the festival, see what we can do to it, okay? Let's try to do that. I feel like since we've made this thing be able to do crazy things, being rear-wheel drive or whatever, I feel like this could be a kind of an interesting drift car. I have said before, this isn't the most powerful electric car in the game, or car in general. I think the Lotus Evija is the most powerful. So I was thinking maybe, you know, this could have been like the most powerful car in the game, but Lotus Evija absolutely smokes this thing. Also, apparently this isn't very good at handling. I'm saying that because people have told me that this isn't really the best. I tried to see what this thing looked like and all that sort of stuff. I put parts on it already. I haven't actually driven it because I wanted to sort of leave it for a video, so you know we can experience it together, because, you know, I love you guys, you know, I want everybody to be included. Like, well, I don't really love you guys, like, as in, I want to, like, kiss you on the mouth type of love, but, you know, like, you know, if we see each other, you know, like a sick handshake, you know, maybe a slap on the ass as we walk away, kind of like what they do in football. No? Okay. Anyway, there's some weight reduction here. Move on to the move on to the diff, so we can adjust it by that. And I had slick tires on this thing, so that's pretty much what it was there. I think we could put some drag tire compounds on this thing and then try to launch this thing. We could try to do that. Maybe see what it's like in S2 for racing, for drag racing. I feel like it, because I don't think anything else is actually available for this thing. I'm also putting drag tires on it because we can actually still drift this thing, even though we've put drag tires on it. So that's the thing. What about lightness of the wheels? Anything interesting for the wheels? Can we go lighter? We can go slightly lighter. Is there anything for the wheels that I could pick? So 20 kg is the lightest we can lose on, or the most we can lose on the wheels weight. Oh yeah, I forgot about these new ADV ones that we can put on. That looks so much better. Okay, I think I've used these recently on a recent build, and then the aero I'm not going to put on because I don't really want to. But yeah, I forgot that we used these on a recent build. So this is pretty much what we're working with here. Obviously, it's less in the performance class because we gave it drag tires, so that drops the performance class by quite a bit. But yeah, I want to see what this thing is like. Should I just try to drift this thing? Because I feel like it just doesn't feel as fast. But I think as a drift build, this could actually be quite decent. I could try it both in all-wheel drive and in rear-wheel drive mode, because the Lotus Evija, like I said, being one of the best cars in this game, or the best car in this game, I guess, if you had to count it like that for point drifting, maybe this could be close up there, because I mean it has a lot of power. It's like I said, it's got all-wheel drive. Again, it's for point drifting. I'm not trying to like build this thing up for anything else, but this is pretty much what. Yeah, this is like, it's so similar. This is so similar. I like this though. Oh my god, the handbrake just... Wow, okay. And this is on the track setup for the diff as well. It kind of slides on the spot a little bit. Okay, what about the drifting? Bro, it just doesn't slow down. It does not slow down at all. It just keeps going down the hill. Let's try it. Oh my god, I didn't expect that. I mean, we've tested out how fast this thing is. Let's try to see what it's like for drifting. Alright, I need to make it tuned though, first of all, so give me a minute. Okay, we'll try it in like the track mode that I have on now, and then I'll change it over to the other mode afterwards and see what it's like. Wait, let me put on also sim steering, because that's very important when you're trying to drive around like this. I like the handbrake action. I feel like you just slide forever on the handbrake. It's very, very good for when you're point drifting. It's a solid car. I haven't really drifted too much of the Concept 2. Is that any different to the way this thing drives? Because this feels really good. There's my first spin out. Like, I'm trying to push this thing obviously as hard as I possibly can as well. Just to, am I offline? Why'd the thing take so long? It's a little weird. I feel like I need to... I don't know. The Lotus Evija, I feel like when I accelerate, that thing just pulls out of corners. Like, really, really hard. Whereas this, I feel like I'm kind of struggling a little bit. For a split second. It's definitely not power related. I think it's just tune related. I think I just haven't messed around with my tune yet. But I have a stupidly good tune for the Lotus Evija. Yeah, it does the same thing pretty much that the Evija does as well. I have to be very careful when I start the counter steer with this thing. If I leave it a little, just a tiniest bit too late, I end up fully spinning this thing out. Like, I lose the front end. So I have to start counter steering very, very early with these cars if I don't want to lose the front end. And obviously, however amount I need to counter steer, that's also very, very important. So now this is on, like I said, the track diff, I guess, if you want to call it that. I think I'll probably try to do a run like this and then a run with the drift diff. The thing is though, it just makes it rear wheel drive. It doesn't actually change anything else on the diff itself. It just makes it so more power goes to the rear wheels. Is this gonna be competitive? I mean, maybe with a good tune and a lot better driving. I think my gear ratio is too long. I love what I call it, a gear ratio. Yeah, I think it's too long. I think that's the issue here. That's why I'm not pulling really quickly out of corners, because... Yeah, let me change that. Okay, let's try this out now. I change my gears slightly. Oh, that seems so much nicer now. I have to go wider. I'm like messing up here. So I'm trying to pull into the corner, but like trying to keep it nice and tidy, but I need more power and I need to go wider here. There you go, that's more like it. I need to try not be afraid of it. There it is. Here I should have had already like over 700,000 points, but obviously since I'm kind of practicing and messing around with this thing, I'm not going to be doing the best. Plus this is my very, very first run with it. So this is pretty much what point drifting looks like for people that haven't seen me do a run on this before. Man, the handbrake is insane on this thing. It just doesn't slow down with these tires. That's so sick. I mean, it does slow down, but like it's so slow. You can see, look how slowly it's like trying to slow down. A little wide on this one, but that's okay. Oh my god, I'm about like 50,000 points off right now, or 40,000 points off of my PB. So what I should be finishing this at is about 1.18 million points or something like that, if I can do the rest of it properly. Which by the looks of things, I'm not doing it. You may be wondering, or you may be saying, damn, this guy sucks at sliding. Listen, alright, try to point drift yourselves, especially in an electric car, and one that you haven't driven before. I've messed with my brakes though, actually. I need to change the bias to the brakes as well. Try it out yourselves and see how easy or difficult it is. Like I said, especially with a car that you haven't driven before. It's pretty ridiculous to just start off with like this. It is actually quite nice to drive though. I can't lie. I can't really blame the car for some of my mistakes that I'm doing here. The car is actually quite nice to drive. Like I said, I don't know how different it is though to the Concept 2. Because it still feels very similar to the Lotus. Like handling wise. Still does a very good job at the corners. It still does a very good job sliding. What did I say? 1.18. So I was right with that. I think for this whole track, I guess, for the Kata Este Drift Zone, I don't think driving it rear wheel drive is going to be better. I don't think so. But I'll change it anyway, just to see. Oh, it's definitely different already. I can tell. I can definitely tell that it's different. It's much slower. Obviously, handbrake helps a lot. Oh my god. Okay, well, not with this setup. I can't do that. I accelerate, it spins out instantly. Not with this setup. I can't do that. This is completely different. This diff setup just absolutely just ruined me here. So watch. I accelerate, and the back just takes over. I can't. I just can't floor it. I can't floor it if I want to. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. I can floor it now. It just doesn't have the grip. I mean, I shouldn't be using the exact same setup that I had on my all-wheel drive setup versus the rear-wheel drive. Oh my god, it's so sketchy. Oh. Look how much slower this is as well. Oh my god! I'm struggling so hard right now. I mean, this is 1800 horsepower going to the rear wheels. Oh, it's gone. Damn it, man. Okay, so rear wheel drive, having 1800 horsepower going to it, probably not the best idea. Also, my tune isn't set up to have it be rear wheel drive. This is an all wheel drive tune for point drifting. But yeah, okay, let me try again. Much better. Much better. Oh my god, it's so nice to drive now. It reminds me of a slightly slower, like transitioning Lotus Evija. It's exactly what this reminds me of. But it's so easy to drive now. Oh my god, I changed my tune ever so slightly. And I've transformed this thing. It's so much better to drive this time. It is so much better to drive. I love it. Lots of control over this thing, man. The handbrake gets me every time. I don't know why it's so good on this car. I really don't know why it's so good on this car. I probably didn't need to make my wheels so wide though. I do remember that I gave this thing really wide wheels because initially I thought I was going to build this thing for like drag racing, you know, like just driving in a straight line. And then I realized that we've already kind of tested out the speed of this thing, acceleration wise as well. I mean, the only thing we could change on it is just our gear ratio. That's it. Mostly to get like a big difference in acceleration. But other than that, not much. But look at how much easier it is to drive now. No rewinds, nothing. I'm probably gonna mess up just because I said that though. I just feel like it. I just feel like I'm gonna fully mess. I kind of messed up there. I'm not gonna lie to you. And here as well, I just don't have enough angle. So yeah, it's not the cleanest of runs. Let's just say that. Not the cleanest of runs. I definitely could have done much better. But what is it? My second time actually drifting this thing. Makes a solid car. I think this is a good car. If you want to like practice a bit of point drifting or something like that, this is a very good car to try practice with before you get to the big boy Evija or the Super or something like that. But I mean, like, is there a point of you choosing this thing and practicing with a different car and then going onto the Lotus Evija and messing around with it? Probably not. I just feel like it's something different with this car, you know? Like it's just you don't drive the same car as everyone else. I told you I was gonna mess up. I told you. There's something. I could feel it. I could feel that I was gonna mess up. But yeah, anyway. Like I said, it's just something different. You can try it, see what it's like for yourselves. I'm actually really enjoying this thing. It drives really nicely. As a point drift build, anyway. But, yeah. I don't know if you guys have built this thing for anything else. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm down to try it out. Or you could just send a tune over on my Discord. The link to that is down below in the description box, too. And you can send stuff over on that. Send me some different tunes and stuff like that you've created. But yeah, there you go. Minimal rewinds. We'll just say that. 1.18 million points. Is that what it was? Not too bad. Well, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The Lotus Evija still is better for point drifting than this thing, by the looks of things, because I was getting many more points, like 50k more points compared to this guy. With the Lotus, but it seems like it's still up there with like some of the best cars in my opinion. I think it's still up there. I think obviously there's some other cars that are very good, you know, like actual petrol cars. I think there's a Corvette that's also very good, people have created different tunes for all these sort of cars all the time. So like there's always going to be something that's better. But I mean, like this, for example, like being a brand new car, it still feels very, very good. I don't know if this was the same as the concept, but it feels really nice as a punch drift build. So give it a shot yourselves. I'll put the share code up on the screen now if you want to try it. Plus, last but not least, for people that have stayed and watched the rest of this video, tomorrow, well, Saturday, I guess, whenever this video goes out, it will be tomorrow, I will be going ahead and picking the winner for the giveaway. If you guys want to win yourselves a Rally Adventure DLC for Xbox, you can go ahead and go down in the description box below, go on my Instagram, go to my most recent post. You'll be able to notice which one it is because it's one of the only Forza posts there. Go under that post and comment that you want the code for it, and I'll be picking the people, like I said, tomorrow. I have 5 codes to give away, so if you don't have the Rally expansion and you want yourself a copy of that, then go over there if you haven't seen yesterday's video, because I've said it in yesterday's video. There's already a couple of hundred entries in it, I think. So if you don't win, don't feel bad. I mean, there's quite a decent amount of people that have entered already, but still, it's worth a shot if you want it. Try it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. This was the Rimac Nevera, finally now added into this game. Kind of annoying. I think that this car would have been much bigger if the concept wasn't in the game, right? Because now that this car is in the game, is practically the same car as the concept. Regardless, I enjoy it. I think it was kind of fun. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.